like freaked me out.
I was afraid to walk up the stairs after we watched it.
Really? I was not afraid of anything.
I was like, don't leave me down here in the dark.
The aliens are coming.
Flag on the plane.
They'll be here by Friday.
Take me now. Can't even see it.
No!
I thought I was done sneezing.
They don't need to see the poor. The poor.
Well, they're seeing us.
I'm not poor. I'm not poor.
Look at this house. We're
I'm not
poor.
broke.
We have a beautiful home. I love it. Do you see these goddamn floors?
Man, we got so much radiation in here. You saw it live here today on 2 Exposures, please. Just missed the seat.
It slid away from me. Oh my god.
I got you. I'm helping you.
The dog came to the rescue. Thank you.
Willow thinks she has thumbs and she can help everybody.
Thank you, baby. That was fucking terrifying. I almost just died on camera, so
I wouldn't
good
let that
morning.
happen.
Oh my god, I was just talking about the floors and they're so fucking slippery. JJ tries to run around the house and I'm like, you're gonna crack your head open.
You know that marble is radiated? There's radiation that comes from granite and marble countertops and floors.
Are there?
I'm serious. I kid you not. We have so much radiation in this house. It's ridiculous.
What are you fucking talking about?
Radiation.
I know what radiation is, but you're making that up.
Marble. No, I'm not. I'm not making it up. I'm serious.
You're making it up.
I'm not.
Why would there be radiation? First of all, it's not even real marble. We're actually not.
That's real.
That's not real. That's ceramic.
That is not ceramic.
That
It's
is
heavy,
ceramic.
and that's why it's not.
Christopher,
that's real.
That's ceramic flooring.
It's not ceramic.
That is ceramic.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
Just like this isn't. This is granite.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, I know this is granite because I can't drill into it when I was installing the dishwasher.
It's actually graphite.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what the counter's made of, but it's not granite. Granted. Oh gosh.
Good morning.
Good morning. Today we've decided to bring you the news.
The news.
Wait, that was more like a fucking, like a, what's that called? What makes that like a...
Ding, 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 ding. That's that Dateline thing.
Yeah, what is that called that makes that noise?
Oh, the SOS thing.
Yeah, but there's a word for it. Whatever. We've already poured our coffee. Sorry you guys missed that part.
That's the most highlighted part of our show.
But no, it's the best part of the whole thing. Oh no, but really, like, let's stick to the. You want to do the news?
In the news today, aliens are on the way.
Oh no! Good morning, Detroit, Michigan, and surrounding areas, who like to claim that they're Detroit when they're not.
Oh, yeah! Stop doing that. Oh, in the news, the Lions got destroyed by the freaking Patriots.
You don't even remember who they played?
It was the Patriots. It was.
Was it patriotic?
It was. They did not score anything. It was not patriotic. It was. She's got her legs crossed on the stool, people.
Yeah,
and then she wonders why she almost fell off the stool.
I wasn't on the stool yet.
If you fall now, you're not gonna be able to save yourself.
No one ever answered me if they also sit crisscross applesauce on their stools. Or
why is that a thing?
What?
Crisscross applesauce.
I don't know.
JJ says it all the time. We got in trouble because we were sitting crisscross applesauce, and I'm like,
cross-legged
applesauce.
Because it rhymes, and it makes it a fun thing for the kids to fucking behave.
Crisscross, I'm the boss.
Everybody
do what I told you to do.
Or get lost. That's the new rhyme.
Crisscross, awesome sauce.
Crisscross will make you jump.
Can't do
jump.
that.
Why?
Yep, our shit's getting muted.
Oh, fuck. I'll edit it out. Hi, you guys. We sing a lot, and every form of thought we have comes out as a song.
There's a song.
And Facebook keeps muting our videos. So, just partially, just the part where we're singing. But it's stupid, because, like, there's no music playing. Just our angelic voices.
I mean, if we sound that close to the album, somebody needs to write us a contract today.
Let's get that recording deal.
Let's go. Make it snappy. Oh, wait, I bet that's in the song. And that's going to get muted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's Halloween season. I made a huge mistake. I'm probably going to get clowned by some people.
First, wait, can I preface this?
Yes, go for it.
I want to preface this by saying, why the fuck are y'all wasting your time watching a docuseries, or no, it's not even a docuseries. Why are y'all watching the Dahmer show when, number one, it's fucked that they did this because none of the victims' families were contacted, and Netflix is making bank off of this tragedy, and none of the families are getting anything for it. Not even a question of, hey, is this okay for us to do this depiction of your fucking like heartfelt trial? I don't know, whatever. So why are y'all watching that? Because Hellraiser? What? We were going to watch what we thought was a series. He told me it was a series.
I thought it was a series.
It was just going to be one episode, something spooky. I had no idea what Hellraiser was. Neither of us had ever seen the original. It's a remake, right?
I think it's a...
Because he told me it was a series
I don't think it's a remake. I think it's kind of like a sequel. But I'm not sure. I haven't seen the first one.
Well, we got to do research on that.
Yeah.
But this fucking movie, I loved it. It was gruesome and twisted and just weird, and like just had really weird energy and weird shit going on. The stuff that didn't make sense, they didn't really explain it, but like I was into it.
I don't
100%
like scary movies very much, especially horror.
I love
this one.
He's a scaredy cat.
I was like, okay. It was pretty good. You guys are missing out on that one.
It was good. I was not prepared for what we saw.
No.
I was afraid to walk up the stairs after we watched it.
Really? I was not afraid of anything.
I was like, don't leave me down here in the dark. What are you doing? The house is haunted now.
Nope. I wasn't scared of anything until I went to bed. Went to sleep. Had a stupid nightmare. It wasn't even a nightmare. It was just like the shock. I don't want to talk about it. I really don't. Why'd you bring
it up?
It still makes stairs.
No, it's not.
Not yet. You saw it last night.
This dude was freaking out in the middle of the night.
I had a nightmare, okay?
And like I tried to wake him up, and he was just like mumbling something, and like he could not be awakened. I couldn't wake him. I was like shaking him and like tapping him, and I'm like, babe. I pulled his like sleep cap off. Yeah, I'm exposing you. But then finally he woke up and was so shook. Neither of us could go back to sleep for a while.
So in the news today, the aliens are coming.
You gonna tell them about the dream?
Man, this alien walked in our house and just like was disguised and just walked in, and when you saw its face, it just freaked me out.
Wait, he was disguised?
He had like a hood on, and when the light hit his face, you could see his face.
Oh.
And that's what freaked me out in my dream. Like, freaked me out. I just remember seeing his face, and I like stood up and I'm screaming in my dream, like, oh my God, like,
oh my God.
And the alien wouldn't even bother me. He gave me a weird message, pretty much that they screwed up the planet.
Said, I come in peace.
He did not say that. He said something along the lines of, we made a grave mistake.
It wasn't a high five.
Oh, it was
I was trying to do the alien thing.
Do you know what this is from?
Star Trek.
What's it mean?
I have no idea.
Live
we come
long
in
and
peace.
prosper.
Oh, do you have to have your thumb out? Or I thought it was like...
I don't know. No, I don't know.
I've never seen Star Trek.
How do you know about that?
I thought it was an alien signal. This looks like an alien hand.
You like an alien hand. I'm just playing.
Get out of my frame.
But yes, that's the thing. And then so like I turned on the TV because I'm like, all right, well I'm just gonna watch Malcolm in the Middle.
Good old
and the
Malcolm.
first line he says is talking about
the aliens are coming.
Yes.
There's something about an alien invasion. The very first line of the episode.
Like,
Dewey said it.
I'm done. So the aliens are coming. Yeah. I give it. They'll be here by Friday.
Take me now.
Today is the 11th. They'll be here by the 16th.
Today is not the 11th. Today's the 10th.
My bad.
Because yesterday was Leif Erikson Day. If you know, you know.
Well, tomorrow's a different day, so.
Yeah, the 11th.
So I want to know about y'all terrible dreams, man. Share that. That stuff's interesting.
Yeah, I want recommendations on scary movies. Or are there any good series? I really liked. Oh my God, what was it called? Something about a cherry. That's the brand new cherry flavor.
Man, no.
Oh my God,
I didn't watch that.
It was such a good show. It was on Netflix, and it was just. it was just so beautiful. It was just a fucking beautiful cinematic adventure. It was twisted, it was witchy and creepy, and I loved every second of it. So I want something like that.
I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I'm gonna ask you this: wasn't that somebody birthing cats?
No, she was puking them. Puking up cats. That's all. So if that intrigues you, you should watch that brand new cherry flavor on Netflix.
No, you shouldn't.
They should make a sequel.
Find something better to look at.
Look, I am into weird
kittens.
Weird shit.
Kittens. October's very busy. Gonna jump on that real quick.
Oh, okay. I have had, it's a good kind of exhausted though. I've had, I don't even know, today's Monday, so I had 3 gigs this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Weekend before that, I had 4 gigs. The weekend before that, I had 2 gigs. So
busy time of year, man.
Yeah, and it's only just begun. We're only on weekend 3, coming up on weekend 3 for me. Because my spooky season started September 24th. And it will end in November.
That's nuts, man.
Getting spooky. What about you? What you got?
I feel fine. I've got a lot of stuff coming up that I'm getting prepared for back to back. So this week starts the busy stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you got a busy week ahead.
Yeah. And a lot of practices, man. A lot of studying.
I have a lot of reports to do for work.
Yeah.
Well, to oversee and delegate. So our team, my team is going to be very busy for work, and because terrible timing for me because I perform, so I'm already exhausted, but now I'm like mentally draining myself in my muggle job, my muggle world. Yeah, so it'll be today is like pretty much kicking off the series of deliverables that we have.
See, today kicks off for me is I got 2 practices today, and I got big Arcadia rehearsal tonight. We have to learn all the covers for the event we have next weekend, and it's like 20 songs.
Jeez.
So
how do you keep that much stuff in your brain?
That is, and it's not just that; it's the short amount of time that I have to keep it in my brain.
Like, how do you retain it? Because I don't know. I come from a dance background, and we used to learn choreography, and I'd be in a couple classes at once, so I'd have like, I don't know, a maximum of 3 routines to remember for our like big recital, like where we're performing for, I don't know, a couple hundred people, and it's just like, it's so easy to forget when you're overloaded. It's like easy to, or even like start to kind of mix stuff up, like, oh, that's the move we did this other dance. I don't know. How do you keep all that in your brain?
The way I do it, especially if it's actually with every song has a bass to it, and I just learn the first part of that bass. Like,
you mean like a foundation?
Yeah, the foundation.
Oh.
I'll learn like the first 4 bars, and I'll know that, okay, that is the root of the song. If I stayed in that area, I would be okay. Then the second part I learn is, where are the changes? Are there changes? Then I'll try to remember that. And then everything else is like, okay, where's the break? Where's the special stuff?
But then you gotta times that by like 30 when you're doing all this stuff.
Yeah, doing 30 songs is a lot. Usually it's like, the most I've probably done is 8.
You got this.
But 30?
You're gonna kill it. You got this.
30?
And I think a good thing is you're great at just improvising and feeling out the beat. Like you can, like we'll be listening to, I'll have my music playing like when we're driving somewhere, and he will just be drumming along on like on the dashboard or whatever to a song he's never heard of, and he like knows where the breaks are.
I feel it.
You can just feel it. I mean, I can do that too to an extent, but like, you can just kind of, if you know the patterns of different genres of music and like,
And that's what it is.
they all have a formula.
They all have a formula. Once you figure it out, you're good. And then, like you said, improvising and predicting what's going to happen next.
You know what's funny is I actually have to do that when I perform too, because like I freestyle for most of my performing. I mean, it's, unless they're paying me to do a choreographed show, then it's just improv basically. So if I'm performing to someone else's music or even my own, I'm just going with what I feel. And if there's like a live band or like a live DJ or something, you can just predict where the drop is gonna be, or like when the beat's gonna change, or when it's gonna slow down or speed back up, and you just move accordingly, and it looks. That looked interesting.
I couldn't help it. The beat dropped in my head.
I feel like my favorite crowd pleasing thing to do is whenever a beat drops, I either throw my hoop up in the air right on the beat drop, or I time it so that it like lands right when the beat drops.
Ooh,
or
that takes skills.
Go into like waist hooping right at the beat drop. Like I'll just do like other stuff, and then like the beat, and then I like waist hoop. It's like, and everybody's just like, oh my god.
When you
Something
did this,
so
like
simple. The inflatable flailing arm. The wacky inflatable flailing arm tube.
Is that what they say?
The wacky flailing and I don't know. It was a Family Guy thing.
It was.
I think. Yeah. It was also Always Sunny, but they didn't call it that.
No.
I've been having a lot of fun with my makeup lately.
Oh, make sure you plug those in.
No, I'm not gonna do that. No, but I have had a lot of people ask me to teach them how to do makeup and face paint, and I feel like I'm not great at it.
She's pretty good.
I just, like, I'll have an idea in mind. I'm like, okay, I want to do the Joker or whatever. And I'll just Google a bunch of pictures of, like, women and Joker makeup. And, like, kind of, I'll save a bunch of the photos and I'll, like, mash them together. And I'll use that as my inspiration. And I just wing it. So, if anyone wants me to attempt, like, a tutorial or something, I can try. But yeah, I can't promise anything.
She's pretty good at it. I've never seen her with a turtle.
Oh no, the sunflower looked bad in my opinion.
You know what?
It was not
but
great.
see, you're gonna grade yourself harder anyway. But the sunflower was not bad at all, especially for your first attempt.
That's not a sunflower. I thought it was for a second.
What is it?
It almost looks like a poppy. I don't know what that is.
It's Groot.
It's
with
Groot.
Leaves. It's waving.
I think one of my favorite ones was I had like spider legs coming out of my eyes.
That was crazy.
Looked like a spider was crawling out. That was fun. But yeah, I just use eyeshadow and hopes and dreams and prayers. I used to use actual face paint, but like, I'm just lazy now. It's easier to work with sometimes, but I just, whatever.
I don't do that stuff.
You don't do that stuff. Yeah. It's because you're lame.
I'm not.
You should let me paint your face sometime.
Nah, I'm good. Was that cigarette smoke?
Sorry. I was trying to get it away from you. I worked at Wired's last night, and I was told by several people that, like, they have, like, really good haunted houses there. Or, like, because they have a whole bunch of different attractions. But, I've worked there for, like, I think this is my 3rd year in a row, and I've never been in any of the haunts or anything. I've only eaten their donuts and played with fire.
That sounds like a plan to me. I don't ever want to go to their haunted stuff.
Why does that sound like a plan?
Because I don't like haunted stuff. Just give me the donuts.
Oh, the donuts sound like the plan.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the haunt sounds
Nah.
like. No,
Donuts.
but I need someone to go with me to the haunted house.
Won't be me.
Please?
Simone.
Simone? She likes haunted houses?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then what are we doing, girl? I'm gonna text her after this. I have like a Justin Timberlake situation. Got a bit.
Nope.
It's
God, I
gonna be
hate
May.
you, Facebook so
Ow!
much.
That was so loud. It like made my ears ring.
That's how I sound when I punch people. I'll be like, what, you talking stuff?
He doesn't punch people. He's the punchy, not the puncher. Just kidding. You know what I miss?
What's that?
Taking like walks in nature, especially this time of year.
Hmm.
I feel like I don't get out anymore, and I used to do that stuff all the time. I used to just take my hoops and I would go find a little nature walk or like a little hiking trail or something, and I would go just get lost in nature and take my hoop. And
That's because you worked in an office and now you don't work in an office.
I know, but
We need to talk about that.
what?
Do you feel like having an office at home makes work less enjoyable?
When was work
Because-
enjoyable?
Does having a home office have an adverse effect to having to drive to the office? Is there a difference in your quality of life?
Yes. Next question. I've been working from home since 2020. Since I became a manager. What?
That just sounds terrible.
Doesn't it?
2020 just did not exist.
It's almost 2023. But some people that I work with have been working from home for like my boss has been working from home for like 6 or 7 years. Like she just has been. I don't think they had an office in their town. Like we had an office, but like some of the cities did not ever even have one, and they've just been remote for our company. But I have been working from home since the pandemic started, which is also when I became a manager at my job. So it was literally like, I think 2 weeks after I started training for management, and I was like, oh, now I have to do it from home. Okay. At first it was great. I loved the convenience of working from home. I still love being able to be here and like take a break, have coffee with you, pet my dog, get some stuff done every now and then. Like, you know, I can sweep the stairs on my way down to grab a snack or like whatever. And I don't miss commuting, paying for parking, dealing with traffic, paying for gas, like all of that stuff. And another thing is I was never very social at my job because the managers were, but like I didn't get to experience that because as an analyst, which is what I was in the beginning, you were kind of just like secluded almost. Like everybody had headphones in. We're all just doing our work at our computers. Like nobody really talked. It was more like a library type of setting. So all that said, what was the question?
So now you work from home.
Yeah.
How different is that as far as going to the office?
Yeah.
Do you feel like, how's the quality of life? What's the change?
So yeah, okay. It's hard to compare because I didn't experience the same role in an office. I've only experienced this role working from home. But what I can say is that I work very long hours sometimes, especially this time of year. Or like this time of the fiscal year, we'll say. It's harder to, everybody says this, it's harder to like walk away from work. It's harder to like know when to stop because it's there. You're right there, you can do the thing. And it feels lazy to be like, it's actually like 2 hours past the end of my day, so I'm gonna go cook dinner. Like, you can just get that one more thing done, and it's...
You touched on what I was aiming for. So, being at work, if you were going to the office, you've already set limits. Because when you're gone...
But you can still stay there as late as you want.
You can, but when you're gone and you're home, you're not going to drive. I'm sorry, I'm thinking. So, you're not going to drive 30, 45 minutes to the office to take care of this one thing. So you should not have to walk up 15 steps to take care of that one thing.
But it's not like I stop and leave and then go back to my computer. It's like you're just there and you just don't stop. I remember when I first became a manager there, I would see the other managers staying like way later than... I would be like, didn't you come in at like 8 a.m.? Like, haven't you been here all day? And they'd be like, yeah, but I have this thing to finish. So it's like this, I don't know, that I'm sure a lot of people can relate.
So am I lazy? Because when I was a manager for a retail store, when I was done, you might get 10 or 15 extra minutes from me and I'm out the door. So
but it's like, different.
But I had tasks I needed to finish and I was like, I can do that tomorrow.
But did you have clients who pay millions of dollars standing there in front of you saying like, we need this thing now, and asking you questions, even though the store is closed and the thing's closed behind them?
If they're going to give me an extra 10 grand for helping them do that, I'd stick around.
Right, but I'm saying you didn't experience that. So it's a different thing. Whereas like I have clients who, and they're in a different time zone too. They're on the West Coast. So like their day ends later than mine.
If you need something from me after hours, maybe you should have planned your day differently to work within my hours.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that when you're
Because they spend $4 million. It's like you gotta kiss their butt.
yeah.
So you're no longer like.
Look, when I worked in a hotel, we had those gold status members and the platinum members, the rewards people who were like super high up. So it got to a point where, and I was just a front desk person for a while, and it's like, you know them by name, you must know them by name, and when they walk in, you must have their shit ready to go. They don't need to do anything.
That's whack,
you have
man.
their card on file and you charge it when they arrive, but you see them, you give them the key, and you say, have a great day, let us know if you need anything. Because you have to go above and beyond for those people because they spend the most money. And that's just how this shit works.
I feel like everybody should be treated that way.
They should, shouldn't they? We're all gold status members.
Exactly, because you spend
of
get
society.
out of here. This is not about that, Chris.
Now we're just ranting.
Check yourself. Sometimes you gotta speak to yourself.
Yeah. It's so pretty. Look at all the leaves that change
It is so
colors.
blue outside.
Oh, I'm looking at the leaves.
The leaves, the sky, there's not a cloud in the sky.
Not a cloud in sight.
Every time I see,
that's not the lyrics.
every time I see the sky like that, it reminds me of a bad thing. So it makes me a little nervous when I see the sky that clear.
It does.
You remember what I told you was? Yep.
We went kind of all over the place with this one.
Shooting the shit.
We talked about Halloween. Actually, no, we didn't talk about Halloween. What are y'all doing for Halloween? Is there a party? Are we invited?
You know what? Yeah, if you're having a party, invite me. I'm free. She not.
I'm not.
So-
I'm working. Look at the squirrel.
It's two of them.
Hi,
They run up down the
squirrel.
pole over there.
I'm working the weekend of Halloween. Also working on Halloween. What are your Halloween plans usually? What do you normally do? Do you take your kids trick-or-treating? Do you go to parties? Do you go out somewhere? Do you go to some event? Do you go to a haunted house or to a cider mill? Like, I want to know what people do. What's your Halloween tradition? Do you just fucking sit at home and watch scary movies, or do you not give a shit about Halloween? Do you literally do nothing at all?
Kendra and Don throw the best Halloween parties. I might have to.
How many Halloween parties have you been to that weren't Kendra and Don?
0, because
Yeah, well,
they threw
so.
the best.
But you
There was
can't
no
say
need to
something
go.
is the
Yes,
best
I
if you
can.
haven't had the rest.
There's hands down. Theirs is the best.
Can't say that. Mine were the best back in the day. And I have people who can vouch for that.
It was the best for one reason.
Teen drinking
There you
is
go.
very bad.
There you go.
Yo, I got a fake ID though. Yeah.
Oh my God. You can't do it. Stop. Edit it.
I don't think my beatboxing will get flagged as
This is going to be a flagged video. You use the music
Flag on
that
the
you don't
plane.
have permission to use.
what the fuck were these?
That was Facebook. That's Mark Zuckerberg.
This is
And his
Zuckerberg's
alien
meat
hands.
claws?
His alien hands. You use the music you can't afford to use.
Oh, you look like you're pulling a Donald Trump right now, and we can't have that.
Wow.
Yeah, we can't.
I said alien hands by
You
Zuckerberg.
did, but I'm just.
I did not
People
do
take
the
things
Don-
out of context
I
all
didn't say
the
he
time.
was. Wow.
Just saying.
Wow. How can I insult
And he's more of a
Zuckerberg?
robot, anyways. He's not all that. He's just emotionless. He's like this.
You're using music that you can't use because you don't have permission. I'm Mark Zuckerberg.
So, thank you for watching. I don't know where we're gonna end this, but we're both. We finished our coffees. We might have a second cup.
I'm
Who
going
knows? I think it will.
to. Living dangerously.
Are
Living on the edge.
we gonna say the name of the show, or do they know it by now?
Good evening. You've been watching.
Are you doing this on purpose?
Good evening. You've been watching.
2 exposures, please. The newscaster music. Thank you for watching and good night.
Bum, bum, ba-dum. Bum, bum, bum,
You stay classy, San Diego. Thanks for
so
stopping
many
by.
flags. So many flags.
That's not a.
They might give me for the
Thanks
news.
for stopping by.